It's time again for a nice card flip after the yoga session I had this morning. Well, it wasn't this morning. My afternoon is my morning today. Because when I can sleep in and not give a fuck about no alarm, I could do, as long as I stay in my schedule, of course, because I have a schedule for myself. Man, I love my days off. The energies are still everywhere. So if you've not seen me before, I am one of the readers that does one-on-one personal readings. My information is always below. Most people get in contact with me with Instagram or the snail mail of the email, which I do have notifications and I respond to. Also, stay tuned for the next pick-a-pile. That was some pretty interesting vibes because the same cards are showing up at the table. It's a little bit of everything. It's everywhere. You know, it's a very interesting, intense year of the snake so far. So today I'm using the Tarawana deck. So that information is also below where you can get this deck for yourself as well. So the cards on the table. Of course, the infamous world is showing up with judgment. The devil's popping up in people's readings again. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, and it went from that to the devil back in the picture with the judgment card. And there's a lot of surprises hitting people right now, just slamming on in. Surprise! All right. So I'm just seeing what the themes are here. So I'm going to give it a shuffle. Whoa, that's interesting. I love when the cards do a little bit of tricks. Tap into the energies really quick. That's a nice story. So before I flip, let me see. Let me throw some Lenormand in. I love this little Lenormand deck. The Lenormand decks are just like my faves because they're to the point and straight up. So let's see what that has to say. And then, you know, I always flip the camera so you can see the images for yourself. I'm a reader where I really love when people see their images. Because if you look deep into the cards, there may be things that I've not mentioned or that you see personally in the images that I didn't talk about that's personally to you. What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Doing a card reading here of the vibes, current vibes here. Okay, shuffle these a little bit. And about saying hi, not yet. Okay, got one on the table. Beautiful. Let me flip them over. All right, this is all over the place, just like the readings, like I said, have been. This is actually really good. Okay, this is giving me a lot of info. Ooh, tune into this. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, leave them where they were. Okay, and that one flipped this way. I like to leave the cards where they are because it gives me a lot of insight as to how they flip and what they're having to say. So far on the table, you have the Five of Wands, aka the dab races in this deck. It's called the dab races. There's some fire here. There's a lot of movement with fire here next to the Three of Smoke, which is Three of Swords. Ooh, this is good. This is fucking novella shit. All right. The Ace of the Cup and Justice. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the page or not? Sometimes I get confused, like who the court cards are, like, because I know. What is she called? The knights again? The dudes. Yeah, those are the knights. So this is the page here showing up. The page of the cups. The page, the study of bones. But see, the Hierophant flew on top of that study of bongs there next to the Justice card. Whoa, the Justice card. Further down the line with the tarot here is the OG of fire is upside down, the 4 nugs, and the 4 smoke. Kind of like not really upside down. It's like this motion of moving out. So in tarot terms, it is the Queen of the Wands, the 4 of the Pentacles, and 4 swords. But upright over here is the 6 of the sword. Movement. Ooh, next to the mice and the ship and the lumberman, and over here in the top is the storks with the 2 clover upside down. Okay, this is going to get good. So there's a nice storyline. There's a nice vibe. You know, speaks to you, let me know. You want a personal reading, let me know. Okay, I got to open up the third eye here. So, in doing so, let me flip the camera for an image, and let me see. Okay, we're going to put you with this card image. I'm going to give you some ASMR. All right. Let's open up the third eye. Okay, I'm getting the vibe now. This has been this overall vibe here has been going on with a lot of people's readings on my table. I think I average like 10 to 20 readings a week, sometimes even more. When there's a lot of movement and interesting things just zapping on in, surprise. Or I love the people that tell me, I don't know what that can be. I go, you'll know. So anyways, there's no judgment card here. But what I'm feeling here is there is a departure, like social circles are breaking up, people are choosing them. This is like some residuals of some departure here. Like really looking and seeking, what are we going to do with the situation? What am I going to do with this person? Because there's a justice card in the first row. Now, if you thought this was a magical like wand and you had a magic pill, say, man, if you hear of one, send it to me. Because something didn't happen the way like you thought it was going to go. Yeah, the storks are showing up. That means there's been like a slowdown or some patience. It also signifies the birthing process, which is a 9-month period in humans, whatever the incubation time in someone else, I don't know. But it's with the clovers, and the clovers are definitely upside down, and the storks are underneath. So when the clover card's upside down, that means the change of luck, and it hasn't been to your liking or towards your benefit, you see, or it slowed things down. Nevertheless, like if there's some brokenness here, because there is brokenness here, there is a departure or a very big change in the people around you or a social circle. It could be of one individual, but you see, what you don't see is there is a higher calling here. So you're going to have to see it as you're a really good teacher, because the Hierophant flew right on top of the Ace of the Cup. Because there's an immaturity here. There's like a not knowing, or someone that maybe express themselves saying they're all that, but they're really not. But there's no devils here or anything, because that would really mean that. But it's kind of like an immaturity here, and not knowing. Yeah, definitely a lack of knowledge or disappointment here, that it just falls short. Especially when the Hierophant here, don't you love him? Look at how beautiful this Hierophant is. And he's like, boom, right upside down, that study of the bonds. Okay, so here's the thing, is why I say this is your teacher, because this is upside down. So if this speaks to you, man, check out the pick-a-pile. Check out the pick-a-pile I'm going to post. And then you can choose for yourself, because this was a similar vibe in one of the piles I did. But see, when the Justice card is there, it's like, boom, how about that? It's in your face. Because now you have to deal with it. So this is like something that has been incubating, because the storks are there. There's a really big change in the lands. So just this vibe of things coming at us, things coming at you perhaps, that are bringing in balance, although we don't like it, but it's bringing in balance. It needs to be. Because what's moving out of the picture is all this I'm busy or I don't have time for myself. Well, that's getting dissolved because of this. So you will have time for yourself. You will be in the situation to look and reflect where you didn't want to, or it's time, or now you're like, oh my God, yes, I'm free. Whatever your vibe is here. Because it's been hoarding, the past has been very like holding on to something, especially, the monies and how the world's going and blah, blah, blah. And then there's like the boss ladies here. Like you haven't been able to break free, or like your opposition's pretty bold. Because what we're facing isn't no chicken shit bullshit. It is full force. We're dealing with things that can be intimidating to people, things that people don't want to face. I hear it all at my table. But there's movement here with the 6th sword. And there's the compass right there for the change. Interesting. It's next to the mice. So, and then the ship. Beautiful. So that's what tells me it was like social circles. People are wanting to go away, get away from. That's why they come here where I am. It's a very beautiful place here. Next to the ship. So there's a big change in direction here. That's a lot. That when I see a 6th sword in people's readings, they either have moved already, and what I mean is move location, you have a different address, or you leave a pretty impactful, bound situation and you freaking leave. Like far away, not 2 blocks, not next city. This is travels as well. This is actually, big travels, overseas travels, or across your nation travel kind of thing, kind of vibes. Because why? You're alleviating, so your social circle's changing, or maybe a tribe is calling to you. What I mean by tribe, like-minded people, or just moving away from people. Yay. Whatever your vibe is, whatever the mice are like, oh, they're real clingy and they're real complainers, and they just take from you. They'll just eat you fucking alive if you let them. And then they tell more of them. And oh, look, there's a party over here. You get what I mean? It just keeps going. But see, you're moving away from that because there's justice right here, and this is moving away. Any last words on the tarot table from the Tarowana? Are you liking this reading or not? Oh, this is nice too. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's my ayahuasca card when I see her. Oh, thank you. Okay. Another vibe that's happening right here is the worries. The self-worries, the self-inflictions, the self-battles of the mind, of your thoughts and opinions and judgments. It's always ongoing, but this is like to the point where it brings your self-anxiety. But, why are you doing that to yourself is what this is saying. When you're going to be fine. The Queen of the Bong is here. That's the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of the Cups. And we have another page on the table, but I always love this page because it's the Page of the Pentacle. We're getting to start over. Like our recipe, our ideas. Finding tribes important because we get rid of the mice. And then there's always this place once we surrender to the fucking head, man. It's saying drop. She's saying, hey, it's not don't figure it out up here. Drop to here. She's the Queen of the Bong. And you know what's in the bong. So I'm going to give you the road opener. To travel, to move, the courage, whatever you may need. Don't listen to anything. I'll give it to you. Keep studying, keep going forward. What you're seeking, what you want to do. Okay. Here's what the card spread looks like. Oh boy, look at the dab races. But when it's next to this is the Three of the Sword in this deck. Although that's a square lighter, and I use, the other brand. But I do have a red lighter today. That's pretty fun. Okay. Oh, the Hierophant flew on top of this page. So that's the Page of the Bongs. Well, Cups. Page of Cups. I just love look at the shelf. It's so fun. But when this dude shows up on top of it, it's like, hello, I'm going to be in your face. Your path just needs to change. There's just like movement here. Your path's about to change. But you have to deal with some shit here. You have to take care of some business. Or something comes at. Because here's these two dudes. Yeah, it makes you split in half. All this that has come at us or whatever. So it's like, but look, it's okay. Keep telling people, tune in. Why is all this great stuff showing up on the table? Right? Look at how beautiful this deck is. And see where the process there is here. So before I go and talk about what's leaving here. And this is like, pretty much what I've been saying to people on their, their personal readings as well. Gonna give you a little bit more ASMR. Okay, what's leaving? This row right here. I'll show them to you how they landed, how they are on how I'm looking at them, but then I'll turn them over so you can see how awesome the imagery is. Okay, so what's leaving? Okay, let me show you the line up here. All right. First up, what's leaving is all those times you say, oh, I don't have time for myself. Oh, I wish that. Okay, so what's coming in is that you're going to have this. You're going to have time for self. You're going to have time to get away. You're going to have time to tend to yourself fucking care. That's me every morning, by the way. And then the shop says that this is me. Okay, next. No more hanging on to shit. Especially worries about money or scraping by or what's it gonna. But nugs are also your health, your well-being, your surroundings. So if you've been compromising, that's about to end. Because who you are is this fucking bitch. My boss lady. She's the fire, man. She's the fire queen, man. She's the one with the fucking light. She don't even need a lighter, man. Look, it's just in her fingertips. I love the crown and her chair. Her, little throne there. Okay, so that's who you are. You're really a badass. You can deal with all this. So that's what's coming in. Here is the travels. I'll show you the little mice in a minute in the ship. See, but you had to get rid of this. What's been gnawing at you? What's been eating at you? Or who's been around with that energy? Fuck that. No more mice. Get your feline energy and just fucking bite their heads off and eat them for dinner. Or you can just, leave. Justice is here, right? Woohoo! Ready to be, the navigation's there. Okay. So that's like leaving. You're obviously, because this is here. This is a really nice ship card. You're just going to go to new territory where there's expansion, where there's, this is really a nice vibe here. Who's next? The Queen of the Hearts, the Queen of the Bong. I love her skirt. She kind of looks like my mom when she was like younger. Like a preteen. No. Maybe in her early 20s. Yeah. I love the skirt. But that's the Queen of Hearts. You're going to be taken care of. Your cup's going to be full. But what she says, it's not about the mind, it's about the heart. Because when your heart is broken open and you say so, boss lady, who is upside down, so that means that it's leaving. It's leaving, so you can be that again. But you got to drop to this first. It's the heart. And here's the Page of the Pentacle. I always adore this card. So you can go and start over in depth. Go where you want to go. Go where what you want to do. If you want to go to school, study, leave, travel, because there's some generosity in the decision here. When it's of the heart, it's provided for. The door opens. I love how it says medicine. And who did I say who she is? She's my ayahuasca mama. She's my ayahuasca queen. Because this is who she is. She's generous. She heals. So does this, man. Those nugs right there. Fuck, look at the size of that nug. Dude, it's like bigger than this little girl, this woman's fist, man. That's the kind of nugs I want. That's beautiful, right? And what's leaving is this. Come on, stop. Have an outlet. Drop down to heart space. Look, I just finished a 2-hour fucking yoga session, man. Oh, man, I felt so good. But that's dedication. That's what this is. You're going to go back. We're going back to what we want. What we want to do. Like, because look, she's like dying to fucking flip the other way. Just let this bitch loose. Damn. There's lots of beautiful movement, so let me leave you with this. This is so pretty. Okay. There's the ship. There she is. So that's what I'm talking about. Aw, look at how cute he is. I like his little stethoscope. All right, that was this Sunday's reading, after yoga reading. And I'm going to continue to open the third eye. Thanks for watching.